Polkadot is by design limited. So Polkadot is first and foremost a relay chain. So it's all about connecting the chains together. All the other areas that are on top of the Polkadot chain is just there to support it. So if you look at the staking is really there to support the parachains in the end of the day, because you need to secure the network. The governance is there to support this relay part of the network, because you really want people to be able to participate in upgrading the software, because we don't want to build, when Gav says let's upgrade now, then we upgrade now.
And the way I would think about it is, Polkadot and Kusama are both built on the same framework. They're both the same underlying systems underneath there. But Polkadot has to wear a business suit all the time. Polkadot has to be the platform for enterprises, for production systems, for etc. Kusama is like the guy who loves to go surfing. He's the one who will run around in the sand and will go have fun and go do stuff, and will be willing to try different things much sooner than Polkadot will.
It was intended to be less restrictive than Polkadot. And Polkadot is intended to do one thing and do it well. Kusama has no such social contract around it, right? Kusama will do whatever Kusama wants to do.
On Kusama, we will experiment with, okay, let's give person X this amount of money and see what he comes back with, and give him discretion to spend it among teams. Whether the primary focus is to try things to create a better world, and if it doesn't work out, then we try something else.
I don't think that Kusama and Polkadot are solving the same problem. Polkadot is going to be continually optimized for performance and reliability, where Kusama is going to be optimized for features and fun and kind of exploration. And it's not like you can have a world with only one of these two. You need both to exist. And with both existing, you actually get the best of both worlds, because all of the performance and capabilities you get from Polkadot, you can bring to Kusama. And all the experimentation that we test and we validate is good, we can bring to Polkadot. And these two being connected together as a relay chain, parachain combination means you can also have them talk to one another, get the features kind of a little bit early, while not necessarily risking the Polkadot network, which is kind of much more valuable and much more, again, needs to be more secure.
Kusama is really a very community-oriented network that aims to really, put the power in the individuals. Polkadot is a much sort of broader base network. I really see it as being something that brings together, an awful lot of interests into the same sort of umbrella, and one of those interests I can imagine being sort of Kusama.
From a boring perspective, Polkadot definitely wins. From a stableness perspective, Polkadot also wins. From a, let's see what we can bring from the future to today, Kusama definitely wins.
I hope they continue to diverge. Both they diverge from the issuing entities, Web3 Foundation, and the lead developer parity. So I hope they kind of go their own way outside of the control of either of those entities, which is already happening. And then from each other, I hope they continue to diverge. And I think they will.
Certainly, I don't want to say Kusama will be always a lesser version of Polkadot, because I think there's this option that it evolves into something different. And there's also the option that Polkadot attracts companies and really huge investments. So I don't know.
Definitely Kusama. I think that Kusama is for the people, Polkadot is for the companies, and I'm the guy. I'm not the company.
I don't believe Kusama will take over the Polkadot.
Yeah.
I believe in Kusama, unquestionably. We're going to start here with the cool stuff.
I think Kusama is cooler. I probably will always like Kusama a little bit more, just because as a developer, it means that I'm more free to develop and try new things, right?
You can't control a chain after you let it go into the public. You can't control what it becomes.
Kusama.
Kusama, yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to choose. I'm going to be using both.
My heart currently is probably in Kusama, simply because it's alive and I like playing around with it. I like testing and.
But I'm betting and sort of investing my time into Kusama.
And I feel like the idea of Kusama became too powerful to be a testnet.
It's a real love affair that I've got with Polkadot. From a me personal perspective, from trying really cool things, Kusama's got me more excited.
I'd say my heart is still with Polkadot. I want to see more experimentation with Polkadot and as well from a branding perspective. I'd say my heart's still with Polkadot, but Kusama is definitely it's hard to compare. There's definitely a contingent internally who has a more of a love for Kusama, and I empathize with that totally.
The Polkadot is like, I know this thing is going to succeed. There's no doubt in it. Where Kusama is like, oh, we don't know. You know, this thing needs to prove itself. We've got a little bit more experimentation that we want to do. So it needs to curve its own way. So in that respect, it's slightly more, it's exciting. It's a lot more unknown. So for me personally, I always gravitate probably more towards the unknown. But if I have to get a tattoo, I won't just get a tattoo of the one versus the other. I would like to have both.